One of the biggest concerns any time a community is cut off from supplies and services is basically how are you going to get those supplies and services reestablished as quickly as possible. When we looked at the damage that had occurred on Highway 20, we recognized that we had to approach the repairs from a number of fronts, just because the distances that we were dealing with, as well as the fact that the highway was cut off in a number of different areas. So quickly we recognized that we were going to have to basically supply emergency personnel from the air. We were going to have to basically source a lot of the equipment from the west, which would entail bringing in barge loads of equipment and workers. As well, we would basically have a strong heading from the east coming out of the Williams Lake area. The one thing that really became apparent to all of us that were involved in the response of how the communities came together was they really helped out those that were in need. They provided things like vehicles for those that may have had their vehicle impacted by the floodwaters. They provided short-term residences. They actually took people in out of their off the street, basically. I'm sure they knew them, but they took them in for days, weeks, and in some cases months, and provided them some form of care while their residence was impacted. Well, looking back on September 2010, I think the one thing that sticks out in my memory in terms of the Bella Coola flood response was just the overall work and coordination of the various agencies, and just how well they all integrated and worked well together on the response and also the follow-up post-response. The other thing that certainly the ministry has learned a lot about in response to Bella Coola is the huge role that social media and getting the message out early in terms of providing as much information that we can to the public so that they can make informed decisions as quickly as possible. Basically, all of the sites have been put back into service. We're substantially complete on all fronts. All of the sites have been remediated and put back to a better condition than what I would consider to have been at pre-event.